All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. Let me check my volume real quick. All right, everybody. There we go. It looks good. All right. And we are live streaming. I've titled this a Hero Hour episode, but if we get some other people in here and we get some other people wanting to draw, we'll do a Drawing in the Corner episode. If not, you guys will just have to put up with me for however long I do decide to do this tonight. And as always, once again, and thankfully, I at least have one person with me, and that is my good friend Avery. How's it going, Avery?
It's good. It's good.
Okay. It's Friday, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Friday. I still have to go mop dog pee tomorrow.
Yeah. Does it make your day any better to know that I'll be there with you?
No, not really.
Well, I will be. I'm going in at 5, so I will go in, I will put up with you, and then I will leave.
Me, I'm a ray of sunshine. You're a pain.
You are a ray of sunshine. You are the reason I do get up and go into work on Saturday mornings when I really, really, really don't have to. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But
I
yeah.
wouldn't.
I was just telling Avery that at my normal day job, my boss is on vacation next week. My coworker is on vacation next week. So I'm going to be there all by myself. Don't tell anybody, but that means I'm leaving early almost every day. No, not really. I leave when I'm done with the job. That's how it works. So, well, I'm going to do a sketch in my sketchbook, and then I'm going to do a much larger drawing that I was trying to get on the Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition last night, and they got full up before I got a chance to jump on, so I missed out, but that's okay. I'm going to do a drawing. I intend to do a drawing that that maybe will be available for sale Sunday night at Cross's auction. So hopefully I'll do something really good, and somebody will be interested and want to come by and buy it, and I will sell it to them, and I will take their money in exchange for the art. That's how this business works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is there ink spilled over here? Oh, man, look at this crap. Is that an important receipt? No, it wasn't. I just got ink all over the place. Where's my pencil?
Ah! Amateur hour.
Amateur hour. Absolutely. We are.
You are.
I am. Here it is. I found it. All right, so what am I going to draw in my sketchbook tonight? I don't know what I'm going to draw yet. I'm going to flip through the pages, which is what I do every time. You know, when I put up the video the next day, or actually when I put up the video later this evening, I speed up the flipping of the pages so that it goes really, really quick. I just like it. I think it's a cool effect.
Yeah, that's so clever.
Yeah, I know. It's my thing, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it great that I have my own thing?
Sure, you totally invented that.
Yeah. This is definitely an Andrew original. Nobody else even thought of this idea.
Besides
Nope. Nobody even thought of it.
Besides everyone.
Nope, nobody thought of it. Poe, Benji, damn it. That would be my wife's cat.
Yeah, this is dead for a Friday with us. Usually a couple people wanted to come on.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Well, we got 3 people watching, so.
We've been abandoned.
Oh, we've been abandoned. That's all right. Avery, you should be used to that by now.
I know.
Actually, you know what? I might actually draw the character you're coloring right now. You're coloring a character from book 2 who goes by the name The Baron. And he's a really nasty looking guy. Hey, yeah. Lorenzo. He says, I'll come on if you want. Absolutely. I'll send you the link. Hold on a second, man. We'll have anybody come on. Copy. Go to Twitter. Go to messages. Find Lorenzo Sleestack. Paste the link, and boom. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Boop. All right, Lorenzo. coming your way. So join whenever you would like. All right. Yeah, we this is the part of the live stream where Avery would go, dude, you're not going to have any watchers if you invite everybody onto the live stream. It's very true. It's very, very true.
Yeah. But hey, it's cool.
But that's okay. We don't mind having extra people. All right, so I think the Baron is a badger. And he's actually not the first badger that's appeared in... Oh, actually, he is the first badger that appears in Hero. There's another badger that's introduced in Hero Book 3, who's a general.
Yeah, he looks like a badger.
Yeah, it's definitely a badger.
We don't need no stinking badgers.
We don't need no stinking badgers. But he's like an evil-looking badger, isn't he?
Yeah, opposed to the cuddly kind of badgers.
Well, I'm sure there's cuddly kinds of badgers.
Badgers are like one of the few animals that kill for fun.
Really? Ooh. I got to keep that in mind when I'm writing his dialogue and so forth.
Badgers and wolverines and those little animals like that are vicious.
Oh yeah?
They're crazy.
Okay. Now he's introduced in book 2, but you only see him for a few moments. He's probably going to have a bigger role to play later on, it being one of the Rat King's, like trusted advisor type things. So, all right, let's see here. I don't really know what his backstory is just yet. He was kind of just supposed to be in the story,
Yeah. Your writing must be riveting. Like he just sort of
Have you actually read the book? Are you just coloring it and not reading it?
Of course, I'm not reading it.
So much love. Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going, man?
Hey, I didn't invite anybody on, even the Slee Stack.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, so what's going on? What's happening on your end of the world?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I kind of stepped in it.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
I got in the middle of things. I watched some big YouTubers and small YouTubers and ended up in the middle of some YouTube civil war, some Comicsgate civil war.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to know something very funny? I right before we went live, I was talking to Avery about some of the stuff that's going on, and I told him, I said, if anybody comes on the stream and brings it up, we're going to cut it off right there because we're not going to get involved in the drama. We're not going to talk about it. And doesn't it figure the very first thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a comic book. Seriously, I
know some people are arguing. I don't know what it's all about, and I don't freaking care.
Yeah.
I just want to sell some comics, man.
Yeah.
That's like when I go on Facebook and I have a couple of friends that all say something about Comicsgate, and they'll say, "What's this about? I don't know what this is about." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you because once you know, you can never unknow it. You're forever locked into it one way or another. Let's just agree that you either find it on your own, or you
like
just
porn.
yeah, that's right. Or you just be blissfully happy not knowing what's going on. It's like politics.
The SJWs can't take down CG, but infighting will.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
The thing is that now there's people where they're like not Comicsgate, but they're adjacent. And I wasn't even calling myself Comicsgate per se until after these SWAT-ings, and then it's like, well, I can't remain neutral. I'll just call myself Comicsgate
Yeah.
No. Actually, the first SWAT team, I ended up calling myself Team Comics because they went after Peter Cimetti. Then they went after Edwin, and so I became Comicsgate. I'll be whatever the heck I need to be. You know, I'm Spartacus. You know, I'll be whatever to stand in solidarity with.
Yeah, for me it was Mark Wade getting DNC's deal with Antarctic Press shut down. That's
I've been
okay. That's it. I'm done. I got to get involved. I got to make people.
I just didn't add labels to myself.
We publicly said we were Comicsgate, but we were
Comicsgate. Well, yeah. We were following all along, but that was when we said,
we were, you know, like Zach was like, if you want to work in comics, unfollow me. Blah blah blah. Don't follow me publicly. So I followed on my little alt account that I had on YouTube before I created this channel.
Yeah.
That's how I followed him and watched his videos. Actually, when I first started watching his videos, I didn't have a YouTube channel at all. I had to, every time I wanted to watch it, if my history lost him on my Xbox, I just had to retype him in.
Oh, wow.
I was watching his videos, but we were both watching him before the milkshake thing popped off.
Yeah.
I was watching him too. I can't remember exactly when I first started, but I just remember when the milkshake thing happened. I had already been watching his channel, and it was just kind of an odd thing that this kind of small channel at the time that I was watching. Yes. All of a sudden, the international news.
Yep.
About milkshakes.
Yeah, dude, and they were giving him credit for people saying stuff that he didn't do, he didn't say.
And there were some weird things like allegations of rape threats, and I think what somebody actually has said is, "Oh, I do her," you know, and then that's considered to be a rape threat by the SJWs. Maybe there were some actual legitimate rape threats that I didn't see, but I thought it was like maybe. What do you say, like 100 good tweets and 3 negative or something around that?
Yeah. I saw it all when it happened, and I was like, this is no. This isn't what happened.
Yeah.
He said, fake geek girls. That's it.
Hey, Avery, what page number are you working on right now?
Page 36.
36, okay. I was just trying to bring it up so I could actually see the character, and I can't watch what you're doing.
The stuff I will talk about is defending Comicsgaters.
Yes, and small press creators, and yes, absolutely. So that's the kind of stuff, you know.
That's the kind of drama we will talk about.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, but then I ended up like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
I won't go into detail. It's just, I wasn't trying to necessarily.
What's up, E. Michael? Welcome to the show, man. Oh, we were just talking about stuff.
Yeah.
But did anybody get a chance to watch Drawn and Quartered, the fan edition last night?
Yeah, that was part of the kind of spillover on there.
Yeah. I have not finished watching the video, but I was trying to get onto the show last night, but I was a boomer and couldn't figure out where they put the link. And by the time everything started to happen, they'd already gotten full up, and I'm like, oh well, that's all right. Next week then.
Well, I guess it's good you didn't make it on there, else you could have ended up wrapped up in it.
Yeah, I don't.
It was just me. It was in the chat. The people.
It was. Oh, okay.
There's stuff going on in the chat, but it was a good episode of the fan edition.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was a lot of fun watching.
I would love to try and get on there. It's just I have to get up in the morning at 3 o'clock at like 3:30 in the morning some mornings to go to work, and the night they're on, the next morning is one of those mornings I have to get up.
Yeah.
At 3:30, so I can't be on a show that starts at like 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, they started talking like for the pro edition. The pro guys went for 2.5 hours, and somebody said, "Hey, are we going to go for 2.5 hours?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, please no!" Oh,
I can't. I don't know. Maybe I could if I slept all day, the day before and just stayed up and went to work.
That's so.
But I would have to have it like they. For me, I think it would be an inconvenience for them to make a special thing that I'm going to be on one night when they have plenty of people. They don't need me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not special. They don't need me. But, you know.
Well.
Yeah, why have that Avery dude on?
You know, there's a chance you might actually have some fun.
Yeah, I think I would have fun. It's she's like, I saw a post, you know, one of the community posts Zach put on YouTube,
mm-hmm.
and he listed all the stuff he's going to be putting out over the next year, and I didn't type it out, but I started to put, because other people wouldn't get it, so they would think I'm just being weird. I was like, it's like, oh my, I was going to put down like, oh my God, I'm going to have to mop a lot of dog pee to buy all these. Because I know how he feels about dog pee, and I actually have to mop dog pee for very, very little money. I am a loser.
Well, I don't think you're a loser.
I'm a loser. By the definition, I'm a loser. I'm trying not to be a loser, but right now, but looking at the Indiegogo, I'm still a loser.
Oh, stop.
I'm a loser. Buy my book.
Exactly.
Good marketing pitch there.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to be. Buy my book. Buy my book. Make me rich.
Guys, yeah, give Avery an opportunity to be something more than just a regular old loser. Yeah. Now, me, I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. So I'm always a winner. Even if I fail, I'm a winner.
Yeah.
So, but help out Avery, okay?
Yeah.
Support the book so that I can.
I have crippling depression.
What's the name of the book?
Hero Book 1 on Indiegogo.
Yeah, every dollar that you give for Hero Book 1 gives a penny to Avery.
Exactly.
So
I made 1 penny that goes towards my. You know what? Want me to tell him what you paid me to color that?
So that book, that's done and over, man. You can't hold that against me. That was long done. Let's just put it this way. To color book 2, I'm paying him double what I paid him for book 1, and I'm still getting a good deal. I mean, to the point where I'm embarrassed by how much money I'm not paying him.
So what is the book about again?
Hero is a kid-friendly action-adventure graphic novel series. And I've always got to stress that part, because what's up right now on the Indiegogo is book 1. Avery is currently coloring book 2, and I'm writing and drawing book 3. So when we say this is a series, it is not just a single book. We have more books coming. We have more books already done and in the can, and we have plans for even more. It's a story about a small woodland creature who, when he's born, actually he was born and hibernated, and when he came out of hibernation, it was his name day, and it was prophesized that he would be the greatest hero the world had ever known. So his mom named him Hero. And when he grows up, in the first book, where he's introduced, he gets named. You learn a little bit about his family and his mom and one of his older brothers, Brock. And then the story jumps forward in time to where he's older and he's getting ready to leave. Pretty much, he's not leaving the nest, but he's going out into the world to find adventure. And he's got his best friend, Pudge. And he's going out to find, adventure and to find out what the meaning of being a real hero is all about, because he's very short, he's very small, he doesn't look anything like people would think a hero would look like. And that's kind of the point. Being a hero has absolutely nothing to do with what you look like, and that's what he's going to go into the world and find out.
Can you make him a chick with blue hair?
Can I make him a chick with blue hair? Actually, one of his sisters easily could be a chick with blue hair, because I'm pretty sure one of them could be a feminist and so forth.
Yeah, you can. maybe you could use it to preach feminist ideology and
intersection feminism.
Yeah. Well,
No.
we do have we do introduce
I'm sure that'll sell a lot of books.
Yeah, well, we do
Look
introduce.
at how well it's working for mainstream comics.
Yeah,
we do introduce interracial marriage in the second book with a Tillamoon and a beaver. So I mean,
well, there you go. I'm pro beaver.
Yeah. Well, unbeknownst to Hero and his best friend Pudge, there is a bad guy that's out there in the world, and this bad guy has goals of one day, taking over the world, and it's been prophesized that he'll do it. And
has everything been prophesized?
There are several prophecies that are out there. That's something that's one of those influences that we got from Harry Potter. The prophecy about Harry Potter and and so forth. So there are prophecies out there, and
the prophecy that the writer will change everything after the book's out and make all the characters gay.
Yeah, none of that. None of that.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just
you never know.
Deal with the character that's not any particular sexuality, and all of a sudden it becomes gay. I mean, it's like that's really some lazy writing there.
That's
it's like Iceman 50 years later suddenly, after everybody read his thought bubbles and all,
Well, that's modern storytelling. You need to get a new audience. That's
a real twist there. It's like
you need a new audience. Abandon your old one who was perfectly fine.
I'll let you all know a little secret. I'm going to reveal a secret. Hero's not gay. Matter of fact, in book 3, he meets his Gwen Stacy, is the best way to put it. He meets the true love of his life. Whether or not they'll be together in the
or
what's that?
Does he have like a wooden leg, or is he like left-handed, or is there any way of like? Did you use the diversity checklist?
He has none of those qualities
because these are just an animal character is not diverse enough.
Hero is left-handed because most of the time you draw his sword in his left hand.
Yeah, I do, don't I? Isn't that weird?
There you go. There you go.
Hero is left-handed.
He's a freak of nature.
Can confirm. Hero's a southpaw.
That's almost a disability.
Literally, he's a southpaw.
I mean, like people who are left-handed are kind of statistically more likely to this, that, and the other thing. And sometimes,
well, my daughter is left-handed, and I tell her that she's a freak of nature because of that.
We'll pray for her.
Yeah, please do.
She's a freak of nature because she's genetically related to you.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with her being left-handed.
And she's a good kid, so I mean.
She is a good kid, but she's still tainted with that Andrew DNA.
Just from a guy who knows me too well. Oh, well.
It's cool that it's a children's book, though, because that's something that's been the kind of one of the Comicsgate is it's a lot of the stuff like I wouldn't necessarily want a little kid to read Cyberfrog,
it's meant to be an all ages kid friendly thing.
Yeah, well, one of the intentions that we have with it is that we want the readers to grow with the series. So as the books come out and the readership, like if they're 5 years old and they find book 1, by the time book 10 comes out, they're going to be in their mid-teens, and the stories are able to get a little bit more intense, a little bit more terrifying, a little bit more, there's more drama, there's more risk. That's something that we can grow. And a good example is the Harry Potter series. We use Harry Potter as a example all the time. But if you've ever read stop. If you've ever read the books or seen the movies, the first movie and the first book was all fun and games. By the last book, it was all out war. That's kind of what we have planned for Hero, is that it starts out, it's fun, it's adventure, and as things happen and as time goes on, the world is growing up around him as well. So it's not going to be a story for children the entire time through. it's your child is going to be able to grow with the story. So, I mean, because
that's good.
You know, when book 10 comes out, I'm still not going to be targeting 5-year-olds. You know, that's a really bad way of putting that, but you know what I mean. The goal is to find, you know, people who are 10 years older than when they started. You know.
Yeah, but the book isn't purely for a 5-year-old.
No, it's not. It's not. There's references. There's references in there that adults will get, and I mean, we put our love of animation, our love of movies, our love of all different things in the book. I mean, there's references in the first book. There's references to The Hobbit. There's references to I'm trying to remember what else. Well, book 2 starts off with a reference to Raiders of the Lost Ark, and the section that Avery's coloring right now has a reference to Empire Strikes Back. I mean, there's stuff and there's all these different things that we like in our world of collection and fandom that we reference in the books because, you know, we love this stuff, you know. So I mean, it's going to have stuff for everybody in it.
Yeah, that's always the best way of doing things. Is it gets a wider audience. You know, that's I think that was the deal with Barney the dinosaur. Is parents would watch it and they'd be terrified and they'd be looking at this big giant dinosaur thing, and they'd know that they'd have to watch it for like a half hour, and there was completely absolute, or however long the videos lasted, and it was so incredibly boring for adults.
Yeah, it was trash.
Yeah, it was just really, I mean, it was really bad. And the idea that, it's not made for you, that's not a really good excuse, because a good entertainment will be all ages, even if it's more aimed at little kids.
Yeah, look at
Yeah, I was going to say it's more like Pixar, in the fact that if you go see a Pixar movie with your kids, there's jokes in there that you as an adult will get that the kids may not get. You know, there's humor in there for us as well. You know,
and The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings was standard reading for little kids.
Not nowadays.
Not nowadays, but in the 70s and 80s, it was.
You know, I never read them. Either The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings.
I have them audiobook.
I never read them, but lots of people did. It was common in children's libraries.
Yeah. Well, Mike read them.
I haven't gone through The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings.
I watched the cartoon, the animated movie.
Oh yeah, that was excellent.
When I was a little kid, it was a big deal.
See, when I was in high school and grade school or whatever, I was not a very big reader. I was not a reader at all. I even did book reports for books I never read. I'm amazed. I am amazed I even passed. I did one on Tom Sawyer. I never even cracked open the book. And Miss Baker still let me graduate, which is kind of shocking. But my kids were readers because their mother was. My wife is the type of person that could crack open a paperback novel and read it in a day. And she instilled reading on the children where I was never very good at it. So
it takes me a long time.
Yeah, no, my wife
really dyslexic, so
even
these Comicsgate books, I have backed 20 Comicsgate campaigns.
Yeah,
or probably more than 20. And they're finally starting to arrive, and there were like some comic books that had arrived earlier, but the graphic novels I'm trying to get through and start reading them. Kind of a little bit overwhelming.
Oh yeah. See, Mike, my son, has dyslexia, but his dyslexia is with numbers. He reads and writes numbers backwards. It's really weird to watch him do it. But he can look directly at a number and he can rewrite it, and you'll look and see numbers are backwards, and you're like, what the hell? And he knows exactly what the number is. And he went to a private school because he probably would have gotten killed in public school. He went to a private school, and the teachers knew how to read his numbers because of the fact that they were familiar with how his dyslexia worked, and it's so weird. And you could actually have him write a number, and he'll write it, and then you'll say, okay, go write it again, and he'll write it backwards, and it's just like he just sees the numbers backwards.
Yeah.
So weird.
I flip them around. I flip numbers and letters around occasionally. But you say it's number specific?
Yep.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Which is really weird, and it wasn't that he didn't know how to do it. It's just that his mind saw him backwards, saw him the other way.
I think it's some sort of neurological issue.
Yeah, maybe I dropped him on his head too many times as a baby.
Well, dyslexic people tend to be really sharp too, but a lot of dyslexic people. But it's just some sort of thing.
Yeah, he's a bright kid, but I don't know if I'd call him sharp. He's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, he was salutatorian of his class, of his high school class, which, by the way, is the number 2 guy right behind valedictorian. So I mean, he's got brains, but he's like me. He doesn't have very much common sense.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's a difference between those two.
Yes. Yeah, my wife would always say, you are the dumbest smart person I know. I said, yeah, I know. Oh,
well,
E. Michael says he's left-handed, so E. Michael's a freak of nature too. So
I kind of joke. I'm kind of serious. Andrew's borderline autistic or Asperger's, just barely on the spectrum, because they are social cues and visual cues that people give off. Andrew does not pick up on.
Yeah, well,
he doesn't see them. He doesn't.
Yeah, I don't pick up on a lot of those either.
That's like I wouldn't know.
When Andrew gets an idea in his head, you can't tell him not to do it, even when it's obviously bad. Then when it goes wrong, he goes, "Why didn't that work?" And I go, "I told you this." Oh yeah. Yeah,
you did tell me that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had that conversation many a times.
Yeah.
But oh well. I keep trying. I keep trying.
I can relate to that as well. Of course, I'm a sleeve stack, so maybe that's connected. I don't know.
All right. So what's a sleeve stack?
Well, we come from a place called, in English, the Land of the Lost.
Oh, you're talking about your icon character. Okay, I'm familiar with. Okay, gotcha. I'm with you now. I understand now. You silly man.
Yeah, well, I just quite I don't know how I got here. I don't understand it. Sometimes I wish I could go back, but
hey, did you get something in the mail from me, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I got to the mailman's got some sort of hobby of dropping everything in the rain. It did have, because it had sleeves on it. It wasn't like totally ruined or anything, but it was the outside of it was all ruined, even soaked in to the inside. And I wiped off the plastic sleeves and stuff. It doesn't seem to have like really got inside the plastic sleeve. If it did, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, geez,
yeah, it's really crazy, and it's just like I don't know if it's his or her hobby. Just throwing my mail on the ground, or if it's not like well thought out. I mean, I've got a door with what is it, like a screen door and then a regular door.
Yeah.
If you just put it inside the two doors, I don't know if he's not legally allowed to do that or something, but because that would just completely save it from being thrown in the snow. I mean, this is like a real based mailman or something.
That's
an ass. I don't know.
Odds are they just don't care.
Plus, it does say "do not bend art inside." So, I mean, they know it's something valuable in there, but
that's why.
Well, I'm not sure they bent it. They just throw it in the snow. Every time I get any sort of mail that's oversized, it ends up in the snow. If not, it ends up in my mailbox up front, which it ends up getting snowed upon.
Well, I'm glad you finally got it.
Well, yeah, I'm glad too. It's really nice. It's just frustrating that I got a couple of issues of Graveyard Shift. I got a couple of books of Graveyard Shift, and they were thrown in the snow. John Malin's books, and luckily I managed. They were soaked, but luckily, maybe there was a little shrink wrap on there. I don't know, but on the books themselves, and that's something saved them.
Well, that's definitely
happened with some DVDs I had. Kind of the outside of the DVDs got wet the other day.
Oh, jeez. I got to keep that in mind next time I send something out. The mail isn't always nice to you.
I think it was on here when all of a sudden there was a knock at the door and I had to talk to someone and they're like, "Oh, you got some mail here," and it was my DVDs. So you guys thought it was like
we thought you were getting something.
And then I'm like, yeah, I got my Babylon 5 DVDs, and I started going on about that.
All right, Avery, what do you think? My new sketch in my sketchbook.
It's all right.
Oh, whatever.
It's all right. It's actually pretty good. Hey, you know what I really, really like about it the most?
What's that?
You actually foreshortened an arm. You got something coming at you instead of just found some new reason why to put them sort of at his side or at it.
Yeah, well, every now and then I do surprise myself.
I appreciate that. More of that. More of that. I like it. It's actually really good, Andrew.
Ah, frickin' duck. Who invited
Hey, Kodiak, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I was having computer problems, and it's annoying.
I'm having Andrew problems, and it's really annoying. So I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I beat him, and he still doesn't work right.
I wish that I could divorce sleep. I don't need it.
Sometimes I wish I could go to sleep and wouldn't wake back up.
Avery, I can help you out there. Just give me a few minutes. Come over there, and I'll beat you over the head with a stick.
No, just a few more minutes of a conversation with you, and I'll want to take care of it myself.
Shut up.
He destroys my will to live. He's really awful.
And yet he keeps coming back.
Yeah,
coming back.
You know I'm only here because you pay me, right?
Shh! Quiet! These other guys are here for free, man. Don't be telling them that.
Oh.
God damn, that is true, isn't it?
He pays you to be his friend? That's rough.
I've been paying. He walked away from me 2 years ago. I've been paying him to keep coming back. No, we really shouldn't joke about that because it's so damn true. So, did you watch last night's Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I was busy.
Well, I saw you chimed in and said, "Go, Andrew," and I'm like, "I'm not there."
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I popped in long enough to see you wasn't there, and I was like,
"Yeah," but you said vote for Andrew, and
no, I didn't.
That might be Ross.
No, it was.
No.
Well, no, maybe you didn't say vote for. Maybe you said something like "have a good show" or something. It was Rick that said vote for Andrew, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
that's why I had to send you and Rick a message to let you guys know I wasn't on there.
Yeah,
which it wasn't for lack of trying. It's just I'm a boomer. I'm an idiot.
No, I looked. You wasn't on, and so guess what I did? I took a melatonin. You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah. For me to go to sleep, it takes like 210 milligrams melatonin, and a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting there laying. I'm about to reach for the NyQuil, and Elliot comes on, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop and say hi and tell him I'm going to bed. He's like, "Hey, Arthur, want to come on?"
Oh, cool.
And then we're on for freaking 5 hours. We were on until 5 o'clock in the morning.
You're kidding.
Wow.
Oh, I haven't seen Elliot. It was last night.
Yeah, I got to meet Doug. Me and Doug.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was way cool.
Dirty Doug to Naples?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
haven't.
wow.
That was fun.
See, I didn't get a notification for that stream. I'll have to go look for it.
Yeah.
I would have listened to it at work today.
I'm trying to tell everybody to. Oh, maybe I've already said that on this stream.
What?
But check when you get on your phone, but you also get on like your PC or if you get on multiple devices. A lot of times, like your one device will be set up. You know how you go into your general settings in your phone and you say you have to click OK, and sometimes it'll pop up and says, "Is this okay? Do I share your location?" And you say no. It'll turn off things like if you're on that stream, it's weird. But I've almost to the point of saying it's a fact that's what's doing it. That's what's turning off our notifications. You see what I mean? Something to do with jumping on multiple devices at different times.
Yeah, but I'll go look for that and give it a listen, man.
That was a long stream.
At least listen to most of it.
5 hours, you crazy
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to be on there, pick their brains, dude. Awesome.
Yep. I play it. I realize my what is that? I realize my slot in life, so I kind of keep it quiet. Not like on the here where I totally just act a fool.
Yeah, we're cool with it.
You're used to Jacksonvillian people.
Yeah.
He's used to me, dummy.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I have to deal with him. So, I'm basically a saint.
Yes, you are. You're basically a saint. Saint Avery.
I was telling my friend, that's another reason that I'm late is I had company. But I was telling him we're really good at not letting stuff get to us and being the guys and joking around. But we also need to learn, all of us, and I mean everyone needs to learn. Sometimes we need to back each other and give each other support and not just look for that punchline, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I told him his drawing was good.
Yeah.
You told me it was tolerable.
And I said it was really, really good. You weren't listening.
Oh, okay.
Everybody except Avery and Andrew, of course.
I'm dead inside.
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You're kind of dead on the outside, too.
I know, dude.
So I feel like I've discovered something.
Oh, yeah? What have you discovered?
Ethan draws himself as Flash. Where is it? Where is it? I have a pen in my mouth.
Is he eating pie?
Oh, I have a pen in my mouth.
Oh, his Barry Allen face is a little like his.
Yeah. But not only that, his Hal Jordan is also a brown-haired Ethan.
Who also eats pie.
If you look, a lot of artists do that because the only face they have to reference that's right there for a lot of facial expressions is their own. It's not uncommon.
Not me, I do this. And I draw from.
Well, where do you think I got the idea for Hero? I mean, come on. He's short and he's cute and he's heroic.
Oh my God, I have cancer now.
He's me to a T.
You're into teas.
What?
I don't know.
You're just weird, man. All right. You know what? I had planned to do a large drawing, but I don't know if we have time for me to do that.
Are you working on the cover at all?
Do you have work tomorrow?
Yes, I'm working
Yes.
tomorrow. Yes, we're both working tomorrow. Actually, Avery's going to work, and I'm going to laugh at him and make fun of him while he works.
Yeah, while I mop dog pee.
Well, I love it. I think it's hilarious. That's the only reason why I go in.
I want to die.
Yeah. I get to slowly watch a man dying inside. It's not as much fun as
that sounded horrible, Andrew.
The thing is, though, it's actually true.
Oh, cool. Deathlock.
Deathlock.
These brought back so much memory. And they're all like miscellaneously shuffled, and there's baseball cards. Do you remember? You guys aren't into sports, right?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with football to an extent.
Sports teams, yay.
You remember back in the 90s getting a box of cards, being so excited about them, flipping through them like, oh, that's a cool card that goes with my set or whatever. And then there just be miscellaneous baseball cards and be like, ew, what are these? Why?
Yeah, I've had that issue. Oh, all right, I'm going to start this drawing, but I'm probably not going to finish it. But I am doing the hero version of Batman and Robin.
Nice. This don't count as being on drawn and quartered. You know that, right?
Well, you know what? I was kind of glad I didn't get on it because I really don't want to draw Batman. I don't have any desire to draw Batman.
You wouldn't draw Batman. You would draw a Bat character from Hero and call it Batman.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what I would have done, but
and that's what you need to do.
Well, he would have lost.
I would have lost.
You won by. Oh, you're saying you want to get on the pro. I got that.
I don't know if I necessarily want to get on the pro edition either. I just want to get on there and draw and talk comics and.
But at the same time, how do you know you'd have lost? Some people do like fresh. Like, yeah, I don't know who performed last night, but I know a lot of them guys have been on before. So you got this fresh take on something and you pop in there. Your art is great. There you go.
Brad draw a character from Handyman? I don't quite understand how that had anything to do with Batman.
Well, he gave him a Batman buckle. So, I mean, that works, right?
Oh, what?
Was it Batman plus? Did they do Batman plus one or just Batman?
Yeah, it's called Batman plus
they
one.
Did
what
Batman
does that mean?
plus one.
Stop, Benjamin.
What does that mean?
I think Rick drew Batman with Hero or something.
Yeah, somebody did. Yeah,
so it's
Rick
Batman
did.
and a partner.
You know what I would have drawn? A man with a bat. If I was like him, I was like handyman or something. Draw a man with a bat and call him Batman.
Well, somebody drew the +1 as a plus and a number 1. So, I mean, come on, you could do almost anything you wanted to.
Yeah. Ah, dude, Batman and Swamp Thing.
Who won last night?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out.
I think there was a controversy over. I think there needed to be a recount towards the end. Maybe votes were coming in or something that hadn't been. I don't know. I don't know how there has to be a recount when there's. It's a web poll, so I don't know exactly how that happened. So at first it seemed that Brad won, but then turned out it was Mike Ingerhauser, I think, who won. And he's really, they're both excellent artists, and I'm glad they both got
I guess getting on to the pro edition's like a really big thing nowadays, huh?
You think?
Yeah. And Mike's got a really good show. I think he's a great guy. And he just got back from he was in the hospital for a while, had a brain surgery.
Oh yeah, I heard him talking about
5 brain surgeries and all.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Over time, or I don't know. It could have that wrong.
Who, Engelhardt?
Yeah, and he's just amazing. And so is Brad. So it was really cool seeing that. But I think I tuned in kind of late, and I missed some of the stuff that was going on, and I'm going to rewatch it.
I think I watched like the first hour of it today at work, so I didn't get the chance to finish it. So I don't know who won, so I'll have to watch it again. But my version of Batman and Robin is an actual bat and a robin. Why? Because I like it. Mouse.
You hear that dead air?
Yeah, I did. I did hear that dead air. So
Yeah, that's our reaction to you.
You need undead Ed McMahon to come in and zombie Ed McMahon.
No, I just wanted it to sink in. Did you hear that dead air? Did you hear that silence? That's what we think.
Yep. No. There's a level of understanding. I mean, yes, I'm slow on the uptake when it comes to most everything, but there's just some things that I understand.
Do you all remember Ed McMahon? Back when Johnny Carson hosted the Tonight Show, I think it was kind of I think it was in elementary school or something when Johnny was on the air, and but Ed McMahon would just sit there and his job was just kind of to laugh. I think all the time.
Yeah.
To be the straight man, right?
Yeah.
When did who die?
Yeah.
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon's not dead.
Yeah, he did. He died like 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I call him. Bring undead Ed McMahon on. If you don't want the dead one, you want the undead one.
Oh,
that would be a show. That would be a show.
Yeah, bro. 09, 10 years. Dang.
Yeah, it was 86.
No, 10 years when he died 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's dead. Andrew.
I didn't realize he was dead. I honestly, I mean, I know he's not in any of the commercials anymore, for the Publishers Clearinghouse. But
I call that name Dead Ed.
Dead Ed.
No, I'm not promoting the undead. I'm not down with that sort of debauchery, but if I'm just saying it would make for an interesting show.
What kind of debauchery?
It's just
any show that has Kodiak on it has its level of debauchery.
Right now. I'm streaming naked.
See?
And he's a bear.
I'm a bear.
I watched that video a couple
Your
weeks
wife,
ago.
Your wife has no idea what you do with us on live streams, does she? She's totally in the dark.
She ignores everything I do. No, just kidding.
Hey, Kodiak, I want to write a song. I want you to help me because you at least have musical chops and talent. But I want the chorus for the song to be, "Oh no, it's bear gravy."
That's unbearable.
But the idea is
I'm afraid of Andrew.
The idea
of Andrew trying to meme terrifies me.
The idea for the song is that it's just a list of all these different things, and then the chorus is, "Oh no, it's bear gravy." Like, is it fish eggs?
He didn't try to meme. He hired somebody else to meme, and that's a good thing.
Is it wolf milk? No. Is it fish eggs? No.
Is it sardines?
Bear gravy.
I'm so scared.
It could be our thing, Avery.
Is it M&M? No, Haley. It's bear gravy.
It's bear gravy. Oh, I finally did finish watching that movie, Straight Outta Compton.
Did I see that one? Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
You've seen that? Yeah. What'd you think?
That's the one with the NWA, right? Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, Avery told me I had to watch it because when he brought up the NWA at some point in a conversation the other week, I was like, "What are you talking about?" I had no clue what he was talking about.
Oh my god!
And he,
while we were listening to like gangster rap and metal and grunge and rock and all this other stuff, he was like, "I saw the sign." Like he was listening to that and New Kids. He was
what? What?
The only reason why I listened to New Kids on the Block is because I was a girl in high school.
I disavow the stream.
There was a girl in high school who I liked, who I thought was kind of cute, and she liked Donnie Wahlberg.
That better be your answer.
Hey, I've had that.
Yeah.
I started trying to listen to the back. Oh, I couldn't get through it, but I started trying to listen to the Backstreet Boys back in like 98, 99 because there was a girl I liked that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it was the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye. I even tried to dance. Oh, I can't wait to see what the chat is saying.
No, there's nobody there.
Yeah, there's no one there.
E. Michael's there. He's the only one there. He probably ran screaming from the chat a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Andrew has always been a cringe machine. Just pure walking, talking cringe.
There's nobody on, so I'm surprised we don't got a bigger audience. So I worry, if it happens to the bigger channels, they kind of go, oh, I was looking for Ethan's stream today and I wasn't told this was on. But on smaller channels that they might tune in on, if it gets unbelled, they won't notice.
I've noticed that some channels, you go and you go afterwards after they're done streaming or whatever and look to see what was going on, and it'll have like 600 views and that's it. I mean, it's I don't know. I think maybe some of the bigger people are sucking up all the air out of the room to the point where the little guys don't get any room at all. But, oh, well, I don't really care because you know what? I'm going to be live streaming no matter what because I enjoy it. I like having fun. I like live streaming.
But the big guys are also all bringing in their own audience.
I wouldn't know about this show if it weren't for the bigger shows. I mean,
yeah, they're bringing in some new people. They're getting new people into comics and into the culture war. Now, some of the new people are going to be slow to embrace more comics than just what they come across from the bigger channels.
What was cool with Ethan was he used to go and suggest all these different channels, and I think he still does to a certain extent. Yeah. But you're going to go and subscribe to another channel, and I think maybe YouTube might make some recommendations to some other Comicsgate streams after I subscribe to a certain number, and then
YouTube doesn't.
Or from those other channels, I learned about new channels. Somehow I discovered all sorts of channels.
Yeah, but YouTube doesn't promote streams, and Ethan isn't promoting a lot of stuff as much as it was, is because so many people turned on him after he did it. Like they got really petty, really petty, really entitled, and that made him not want to do it.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me too. Is that people were just, for whatever reason they'd have a falling out with him, and it did seem, and then they'd go and they just start bad mouthing him, and it's like, well, wait a second, I didn't even know about that channel until he given them a kind of a boost or whatever.
Yeah. It's like if the dude's promoting you and giving you a boost, why are you coming at him sideways over stuff?
So I'll call him Caesar. I think he is kind of like a content king. He sets kind of a set of standard there with some of his live streams were some of the funniest I've ever seen, like with Cecil and
they're funny.
And Doug Knaple and Edwin and all those Mike and all those great people. Yeah, just really, it's just a great cast of characters.
It's just I've seen several people now, one little disagreement and they're coming at the dude sideways over, and like it's like, okay, yeah, well, that's not going to help you.
Then they turn on all of Comicsgate and they say Comicsgaters are doing this and that, and they maybe have a clash between some of EBS's fans, and they're saying some of his more like real diehard defenders, and then they'll say it's all of Comicsgate. It's like, well, no, or they'll say Comicsgate did this. It's like, well, some Comicsgaters got upset because because they felt like they were being ungrateful, and not all comic skaters. Hashtag not all.
Not everybody, right?
Yeah, it's not every single last one of any group.
Oh, well. I tell you what, guys. I just want to come on. I want to do a live stream. I want to talk to people like you guys. And I want to have fun. And I want to do some drawing. You know? Yeah. As long as I'm able to do all those things, I could care less.
Yeah, and I want to sell books. Are there people's channels we've messaged because we want to see if we can get on? Uh-huh. Have we heard back from them? No.
Well, yeah. Remember I was telling you guys I was going to be on Captain Frugal's last night, Thursday night? Well, he intended it to be next Thursday and not this Thursday, and
Who's Captain Frugal?
Captain Frugal? He's
kind of OG. He's been around.
He's old school comic skate.
He actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do an interview with him. And
which reminds me, I still need to talk to y'all offline.
Oh goodness gracious!
Okay, fine, end the stream.
You and all his scamming.
There's people I've messaged, to just see if we could get on their show or something, or what, to take a look at the campaign, and I haven't heard back from them. Guess what? I ain't mad at them, and I still watch their channel. I think they're great.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
They might be doing thousands of messages per day. Doesn't Ethan get like?
Exactly. They have bigger fish to fry on their channel.
They are frying fish.
I got dry mouth, so I can't. That's what's causing it. And I'm at whatever I was drinking. It's out.
It's all right.
Blame the frigid.
No more Jack and Coke for you.
I wish I had Jack and Coke. I'm not Jack though. I don't like Jack. I prefer other whiskeys. But I'm not mad at them because they've got more bigger stuff going on than letting me on their show to promote a comic, or letting Andrew on the show to I'm not mad. I still watch their channels. It's not like whatever.
Yeah, that is a true thing. But
eventually we'll make it. We'll get it funded.
Yep. Even if it takes another shot.
Which
actually, you know what? I've got plans. And
are you going to extend it to keep going to see what happens?
At this point, it wouldn't hurt, but I was hoping to get closer to like 3,000 or 4,000.
Sure.
So if we can get to like 4,000 in the next 2 weeks, which is literally just double what we've already got. If we can double what we've already got, I'll consider doing it. But if we're anemic and barely moving, then it's not worth holding up people's funds,
Yeah.
But I have plans. I'm going to, one way or another, I'm going to have copies of the book in my hand, and people who want to back it will be able to buy directly from me. So it's going to happen. So
what, are you going to pay for $50 each to get them printed?
Well, no, it'll be cheaper than that, but it may happen. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Print-on-demand copies would be crazy expensive.
Well, we already looked into that, and it's about $20 more a copy than if we bought them in bulk. So it's still doable. It's just not.
You can't sell
more each.
Yes. If we were to say we wanted to print 200 copies, so we had to use print on demand at $25, we would lose money selling you a copy of the book.
Yeah, we would lose money because it cost about $35.
Isn't that kind of the opposite of what you're going for?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, that's print on demand. That's print on demand. If you want to use a traditional printing service where they fire up big old printing presses, okay, now you're in business. You can get these things down to $5 a copy, $6 a copy, $4 a copy if you print enough. But you have to print in the thousands, and you need thousands of dollars to do it.
Well, what I'm possibly looking into is investing $5 to $6 grand and getting, $15 copies done, not $5 copies done, where I can still sell them for 25, but it's not something I can maintain.
What about the whole Indiegogo thing? Your campaign up there
It's up there. It's just it's going slow right now. We're about 20% funded.
Okay, I had to step away for a minute, so I missed a little.
No.
What was being said.
We're good.
Yeah.
No, we're good. But
yeah, we're almost at 2,000.
Yep. But see, that just proves to me that there are people out there that are interested and into it. And
are you kidding? I chose this book over Cyberfrog, Andrew.
Yeah, but how many copies of Cyberfrog do you really need? I mean, come on.
I don't have any, thank you.
He didn't back the others.
I didn't get here in time for the other one.
Yeah.
So,
I backed both the others. This one I'm not going to. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just like,
no, this is for those who missed it. So
I'm good.
Don't need to. Yeah.
Granted, some people, if I had it, I would buy another copy so I had all three of them. Because
I didn't have the money for the second one. I had already bought two, and the first one.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've given Mr. Van Sciver a no. I'm just kidding. That's not true. I want. That's a joke I was gonna make, but that sounded wrong. I actually do want. I actually want it pretty bad, but that's why I went out and bought both rebirths. So,
well, see, I backed the first one, I backed the second one, and if I do back the third one, I may do 2 copies and give Avery a copy so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Cool.
Just because I love him. I gotta make him happy.
nothing makes me happy.
Nothing makes him happy, but I can at least try.
That was so sappy it made me yawn.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. I don't like it when he does that. It
All
grosses
right.
me out.
All right, so what do you think
He
of
does
my...
it because it makes me uncomfortable.
All right, so what do you think of my drawing so far of Batman and Robin?
Oh, let me see.
It's in the works.
Certainly is an interesting interpretation.
You would have won
of
last
characters.
night. You would have come close to winning last night, Dick.
Well, I'm going to finish this weekend, and this will be up for sale.
Oh yeah, put the bat horns attached to the mask near the ears coming up, or have the horns coming up off the top of the brow.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do something like that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sell it on a Rick stream?
Yeah. That's that was my goal.
That auction is he's getting better and better at that. I mean, the first time I watched
it is
the
getting
second
better.
time it didn't seem like he was having a hard time, and then now he's just like
One
become
thing
like not like a traditional auctioneer. He's kind of reinvented it all.
Yeah.
One thing I wish he would do is not browbeat the audience when they're out of money. You gotta, like, dude, like, roll it back.
It's like
Dial
he's
it down.
reinventing the what an auctioneer is. So it's kind of, I think he might have some obstacles, but
I'll have a couple of inexpensive pieces, but I'm gonna have 2 expensive pieces with me this weekend. I'm gonna have the Cyberfrog drawing and the Red Rooster 11 by 17. I'm gonna have both those for sale. They probably won't sell because I want $100 at least each.
Yeah.
I'm not selling a full day's work for like less than minimum wage.
he's still selling. He's auctioning off art from starving artists, and I think his audience are like starving artists. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. But
yeah,
Manny
they're probably not going to sell, but they'll be up.
Manny was let's see if he can get Manny to buy something. Gosh.
Oh, he bought several from me. I still have. I haven't sent him
Excellent.
yet. He said hold on. He said hold on. So I'm holding on, but I'm probably going to mail him anyway Saturday. But I haven't mailed it because I need to go buy some large envelopes. I couldn't find any at a couple of places big enough. I need something slightly larger than 14 by 20.
I gotcha. All right, well, guys, Michael, thank you so much for joining us. If you're still out there, but we're going to wrap up the stream now. Lorenzo, please stick around for a moment. Don't jump off just yet.
And
Thanks for the reminder. I was wondering about that.
I gotta go. We gotta.
Well, what I gotta say is private.
Okay. Well, guys, good night. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not sure if we're live streaming this weekend or not. I know we'll probably be over on Rick's on Sunday, and Avery and I don't know. We might live stream Saturday. We might just take a nap like we did last time.
I only made one video this week, and that was Sunday.
Oh.
So I will live stream on my channel Saturday.
All right, very good. All right, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Take care.